Okay, so next up in the black belt is a jumping, turning back kick. It's a hard kick to do. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of movement, and it takes, like I've said in all these jump kicks, it takes so much energy. So you do 3 or 4 with power, and then you're going to start to run out of steam. So some people add a step. There's nothing wrong with doing that. So you can step across, and then as you turn to look, that's when you start to jump, like that, okay? So we'll talk about it slowly. Some people can do it from there. So we won't do the kick, but you can jump straight from there and do a 360-degree spin, just like that, okay? Some will step, some won't. There's neither not right nor wrong. It's just will depend on your jumping and spinning ability and how comfortable you are with that. Let's just show you that again a couple of times. So Callum's going to spring up and do 360 degrees and land back in his stance. So this isn't a bad thing to practice, even just to practice your spinning. I personally think you get more power if you step across and then spring from there, because then you can coil up and then you're not trying to get 360 degrees, you're trying to get 200 degrees-ish, something like that. Someone will go, that wasn't 200 degrees. It doesn't matter. It's not 360. So let's practice this one because I think it's a more powerful shot. Step across. That's when you bend a little. As you bend, you start to rotate. And then as you transition through the rotation, that's when you go up. And then once you go up, your kick comes up and out like the side kick, and then your base leg lifts as well. So if Callum, spin round, just so your shoulders to me. Whoop. So let's do a jumping kick, but low. So we're there, well, so again, that is an awful kick, but I just want to show you like a 1% jump. So he steps across, spins, looks at the target, and does a very, very lazy jumping, turning back kick, all right? And again, boom, boom, and back. Now with this kick, you are more than likely going to turn back. Well, it's a turning back kick, because you're hitting the target and you're pushing off of the target. So the same as the turning back kick, just do a turning back kick. Callum, please. No, it's a jumping turning back kick. That was close. Boom. So you've hit the kick and then you're turning back. Now we're adding the jump. Step, turn, jump, boom, and then you turn back out. The same as the other kick. The more you tuck your leg in, the higher you get your knee and rotate your foot over, the closer you can do this shot. Whereas if you jump and spin and let it swing, you're now going to be doing a jumping, spinning back kick to the groin. Definitely will get you in trouble, and they'll probably end up going to hospital. So, step, jump, turn, look, kick. And the reason I've shown you both, as in the jump and doing it, is because some people will teach it this way. So again, if you come to HKA, this is how we'll teach you to do it, but some people might watch this and go, well, that's not how I've been taught. You can go to 100 different clubs and they'll teach a jab cross, maybe not 100 different ways, but certainly 3 or 4 different ways. This is just how I teach it. This is how I was taught at HKA. And it was HMA back in the days with my instructor, Paul. Shout out to Paul. We got that. So step, turn, jump, rotate, kick lands. Let's go a little bit higher just so we can demonstrate a bit of height. And then back round. After you've done the kick, the most important thing is to get back to your stance, get back to your guard, get back to a position where you can either continue fighting, or if they're counter-attacking you, you can at least block and defend. What you don't want to do is land the kick, land side on, fall into them, lose your balance, and then be able to pull you apart while you are in a bad position to get attacked. So, one more time. And then back. Nice. Obviously, same as all the other kicks, the higher you jump, the more time you're going to get. The more you tuck your leg up, the better the kick is going to look. Not that the kick is about looks, but if you do one with your trailing leg down again, boom, a little bit more energy in that. Boom, good shot, good kick. But if Callum puts more energy into the jump, if he puts more energy into tucking his legs up, then he's going to have more energy in the kick. Therefore, it'll have more power, it will have more speed. Like so. Even if I've got a perfect guard and a perfect stance, that is still really, really, really going to hurt me. Okay? Right. Someone said to me yesterday, why is Callum doing all the work and I'm doing none of the work? That's because it's very hard to do them 4 or 5 times and then talk cleanly. So my job, the idea of these videos, is to teach you guys how to do it. And if I'm going, oh, so what you need to do, you're not going to be able to understand what I'm saying. But this is one of my favourite kicks. Callum's still better than me. He's younger. He's not 45 anymore. And then in 10 years' time, I'm definitely not going to be able to do these as well as I can do them now. But again, you've got the step across. I really like the coiling motion from there. And as you come up, again, don't expect to be as good as Callum's. But someone said, can you still kick? I can, just not as well as him. So I'm here, and then back. So I'm on my toes, a step across, hard to do slowly, and then in. Again, my leg's trailing a little bit. I can feel it's not as high as I want it to be. Boom. I think that was higher. And again, one more. And then round. Problem is, it's now harder for me to talk. So, just in case you're going, how come I'm making him do it all? He's fitter than me, he's better than me, he's younger than me. But also, it's harder to do all this and to speak cleanly so you guys can understand. So, practice that kick. Hopefully you've got a good kick shield. Hopefully you've got a nice strong partner so you can put some weight into the kick. Don't try this with focus pads because it will hurt. Go and have fun, enjoy it. See you in the next video.